the Trump administration just proposed a 50-year mortgage option, and people are going crazy. Now, I know for some, any proposal from them would cause outrage, right? So there's that. But putting it aside, the whole politics of it, there's been a lot of criticism of it from people in the real estate industry. So, let's take a look at some different scenarios here and see who this might be a good fit for and kind of the pros and cons, right? With rising prices over the last 5 years and interest rates going up from all-time lows to where they are now, there's a lot of people that feel priced out. So for some, saving a few $100s a month could be the difference from them getting a home that they need for their family and continuing to rent. And, if you look at the average turnover, most people turn over their homes in like 11 and a half years, something like that. So they're not getting anywhere near close to paying off their home with a 30-year mortgage, right? A 50-year mortgage, it would be similar, right? They still have like 38 years left. If they're planning on living there for 50 years, which very few people do. But for many, this is going to give them the chance to get in a home, start building equity, getting their tax deductions, taking advantage of appreciation, locking in their monthly housing cost rather than being subjected to, rental prices continuing to go up, right? So for some, this might be their only option to get started. For others, maybe they can buy a home with a 30-year amortization schedule or a 50-year. Now here's the deal. You always get to control how long it takes you to pay off your home, because if your income goes up or your kids move out and you don't have those expenses anymore, or you get a bonus or sell a stock or have something, right, inheritance, you can make extra payments on your mortgage and you can shorten the amortization schedule. Now, a lot of the critics are pointing out that compared to a 30-year loan with a 50, you're going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars more in interest over the life of the loan. And that's true. However, if you took that monthly payment, that $300 or $400, $500 lower payment that you have with the 50, and you invested it in, even just a boring S&P 500, index fund, right? And you can run these scenarios in ChatGPT. So if you're not taking advantage of AI for things like this, you should. But you can run these scenarios and ask it, like, what would happen on a home of this price, interest rate, this rate, a loan of this much? What would happen if I took a 50-year instead of a 30-year and I invested that monthly payment savings into the S&P 500? And it'll calculate the difference. And yes, in a lot of scenarios, your typical average home, you're going to pay $500,000-$600,000 more in interest over 50 years, but you're going to make $2.5 million in the stock market if you invested that money. And even if you compare it to a 30-year product, right? Let's say you get a 30-year product, you invest nothing for 30 years. Then after 30 years, your home is paid off. So for the next 20 years, that entire home payment is invested into the S&P 500. Guess what? You actually make more money investing the savings from the 50-year mortgage monthly for 50 years, right, than you would, just investing the entire 30-year payment into something similar, right, for 20 years because of time and compounding interest and all that. You come out several $100,000 ahead with the 50-year product if you're investing the difference. Now, not everyone's going to do that, but my point is, for many people, this is going to be something that allows them to get into their home, and for others that understand leverage and investing and can come up with a plan, it's actually a product that would help them build more wealth over the next 30 to 50 years. So I think all the negative reactions to it are a little surprising, and dig into ChatGPT, run some scenarios, because I think this could be a great product for many people.